Tony Hawk is going to grind a rail that's on fire.
The whole fire thing is just aesthetics, you know, just light on fire. There's more of a danger aspect, and you never really see stuff like that, like some coping or rail that's flaming. So I think that'd be pretty cool.
I will not be a fire walker. I will not walk on hot coals or whatever Tony's planning on doing. I think that's what you should do. I think you should heat the bar up, skate barefooted, hop off his board, and then just fire walk the pole, and then bomb drop back in. That's what I want to see today. Go on, Tony. You can do it. Your feet won't burn.
The stunt is heavy just because if one thing goes wrong, I either fall 20 feet or I catch on fire.
Tony will make it, no problem, but what's he going to do on it? So I think Tony's going to do something pretty difficult on this thing.
Here we are with Chris Miller. Chris Miller, mate, you are the official head judge. That's what I'm claiming.
Yeah, that's not a good thing in this situation because I don't want to be the one responsible for actually picking somebody to win this.
Well, I'm not going to personally blame you.
All right.
But
it's all good. Everybody's good. They're all too good, so it's hard to judge.
Speaking of hard to judge, let's talk about Tony Hawk and a little bit about him, because I know you grew up with him.
Yeah, I've known Tony since I was like 12 years old, so pretty long time. He's a super good guy. He's amazing that he just keeps skating, keeps getting better. It seems like every year still. I don't know when it's going to end, but so far it hasn't slowed down a bit.
Well, rumor has it he almost barbecued himself. Is that true?
Yeah, got invited to a barbecue at the Hawk Ramp, and things were looking bad. It looked like Tony was going to burn something.
So let's check out the barbecued Hawk. Check this one out.
Skateboarding is not a crime, but that is the image skaters fought for years, at least until Tony Hawk came along.
If you look up in the dictionary professional skateboarder, it'll probably have Tony Hawk's name in it.
He is going huge. The best skateboarder the sport has ever seen.
When I look at Tony Hawk, I see a guy that is as significant to our culture as Joe DiMaggio, Babe Ruth, and Michael Jordan.
Is there such a thing as a perfect run?
The world's greatest skateboarder started from humble beginnings. The youngest of 4 siblings, he had a pathological determination and gravitated immediately to skateboarding.
We were lucky kids. Our parents got behind whatever we wanted to do.
With the support of his father, Tony turned pro in 1983 at the age of 14.
Frank Hawk was one of the most important people in skateboarding in the 80s because he was the only person that was putting together the whole contest circuit.
In his first year as a pro, Tony dominated the sport.
He's not supposed to be as good as he is. He couldn't do aerials the way conventional skaters did. Tony had to ollie his board out. And when he learned how to do this, he was convicted of being a circus skater. But what he was actually doing is he was inventing the next style of how to propel your board.
Tony just didn't fit that mold of the styly, slash grind guy. He was more into progression. He was looking to the future.
Take my hand, disco man. Are you just a one-night stand?
Over the course of the next decade, Tony invented over 80 tricks and won over 70 professional contests.
The guy was as fierce a competitor as I've ever seen in my life. Every contest, he would have to get himself really angry and pissed off at something in order to win.
Tony seemed to have it all until the unforeseen happened. Skateboarding fell off. Parks were destroyed. And Tony, near bankruptcy, retreated to his home in Fallbrook.
It was like Cinderella. He turned his Honda into a Lexus, and then his Lexus turned back into a Honda.
He stayed with it every time. It had its ups and downs, and it was never for the money. It was never for fame. It was for the love of the sport.
However, by the mid-90s, with the emergence of events like the X Games, the media once again embraced skateboarding.
I feel like Tony is
the best ambassador the sport could ever have. The doors that he's blown open with his name and what he's able to do in skateboarding right now is, you know, unbelievable.
And he's the best kind of figurehead that any sport could have.
He's actually on a whole nother level. He's operating on a whole nother level than we're all operating on.
He's a guy whose position in the sport will never ever be topped or never be challenged. And his contribution to the sport is totally unparalleled.
Tony represents the sport, and whatever happens for Tony, it's happening for us as well.
Knowing Tony, he'll never stop pushing himself, but knowing the position that he's in right now, he'll be able to push it even more.
Frank Hawk is in heaven looking down and watching Tony's every move and just cheering.
How's it going? I'm Jason Ellis, and we are at Tony Hawk's ramp. And this is round 3 of the OP King of Skate. And Tony Hawk is going to grind a rail that's on fire, which means he's going to have to be off his face to make it. Why do I always say off his face? He's sober, for Christ's sakes. That sucked.
A cultural icon these days, Tony Hawk doesn't have much time for anything, especially concocting a concept to challenge the world's best skaters.
I've been focusing mostly on our tour lately, our Boom Boom Huck Jam, and this project came about the same time, and so I didn't have a lot of time to think about it or plan it. I basically tried to incorporate it into an existing ramp we already have, and I don't really care if I win, but I'm just stoked to get the opportunity to do it. I just wanted to do something different. It's pretty serious now. When I got here, I was thinking, oh, that doesn't look that big and whatever, but I've changed my point of view after standing up on the roll-in and seeing it welded up there and also talking to the pyro technician. It's kind of a wake-up call. I had to go home and get different clothes, and I guess I'm gonna put some aloe vera gel on my legs and try not to get burned. It's weird, you know, the roll-ins at an angle, and you're used to going down roll-ins that go straight into a ramp, and so it's just gonna take some getting used to before we ever light it up. I suck! It's so hard to get speed.
Okay, well, I can push you if you want. Take that camera off me, all right?
Frontside tail slide just went down across the bar. Now I'm just going to wait till it gets dark and 5-0 the flames. And then maybe a tail slide after that if your shoe doesn't melt. So in the meantime, I'm going to skate. That's how I got this job.
That's what I'm here for. Show people exactly how hard it is when a retard tries to go over it.
Oh my God, Ellis almost died just now.
No, I remember for a second there, I was like, I've got to keep going. And then I thought, I'm like, is there a platform? And I was like, there's no platform. So I'm like, man. Yeah, like all in like half a second, I was like, this is gonna be the meanest hip and shoulder I've had in a while. The roll-in just made it hard. That's all. The roll-in made that thing the death jump. Just cut the footage off. Right when he rolls in the roll-in, there you go. That's his trick. King of Skate. What do you think? Okay, this is it. This is what we've all been waiting for. He's tested it. The sun's going away. And we're lighting it up. That's real right there. See anyone else lighting up their own props? No. He's a hard worker. Can I have a fire extinguisher, please?
Turn it up more though.
You can turn them a little bit. Yeah. The stun is heavy just because if one thing goes wrong, I either fall 20 feet or I catch on fire.
Let me see it. Let me see the legs.
Oh, that's fine. The board blocked it. As soon as I get on, I feel the heat stop.
Well, just in case, buddy. That's what I do, huh? Ping! I'd be so amped if you caught on fire. Don't take that in a bad way.
Began to speak as she stood right. Color of her eyes were the color of insanity. Crushed beneath her weight like
That rail's probably real high right now, too.
Yeah, I was saying you should probably go for a hand plant on it. Yeah. Now's the time for a hand plant.
That was gnarly. You know what? We were saying that the flames were all about theatrics and, you know, just visual enhancement. I think they actually add danger to it. It actually makes it a little gnarlier. It's fire. You can, anytime there's an extinguisher for you, anytime somebody's waiting at the bottom of the ramp ready to just fire extinguish you, that's bad.
You ready, director man?
He's raising the flames a little more and turn it into a tail slide. That way we could possibly someone could get on fire.
Oh yeah! Oh me!
He had that one.
Well, I don't know, but I think so. Everything will turn to dust. In the end, you got no friends, and there's no one you can trust. Well, I got my ticket. I got my walking shoes. You know I got my peace of mind. Erasing all my blues. You don't need advice. Try to man on the road tonight. You don't need advice. Try to man on the road.
Sweet.
That was a little scary.
The only thing I'm bummed about is you didn't catch on fire and I didn't get to extinguish it. But apart from
Did
that,
I get
that
a
was
little
sick.
trail though?
Oh yeah, you were in the fire. There was flames coming out from all. Yeah, it was good times.
Look at this. This was.
It's got its
burn marks.
It's a barbecue. I don't think I've ever been so amused by a stain on a skateboard, but yeah.
Riley, you may never do that. Okay?
Okay, he almost died, he almost melted.
Like scrape
It's official, that was good. It's worth it. It's good. It's a wrap.